Hey guys, Lucy here from Hunting for George. Today I am in Acton, which is just outside of Hobart in Tasmania. I am about to take you through an architect's own home. If you are into cabins, small living, or just inspiring, clever architecture, this one's for you. So this home is referred to as Casa Acton, and it is a bush home and it's very much connected to its environment. It has this wonderful frame of these Australian natives. There's this gum growing up. It's very beautiful. Lots of stunning materials. You kind of walk up these very dramatic sandstone steps. You're flanked by this timber cladding, which is aging beautifully, but there are more stunning materials on the inside. Let's take a look. There is just so much rich energy as soon as you walk into this home. I absolutely love the materials in here. It's incredibly warm. So the first thing that you notice is the OSB on the walls. So these are structurally insulated panels. These are on the walls and the ceilings. I love the richness of this. I love the fact that they've chosen to keep the raw markings, you know, and that warmth of that raw OSB works beautifully with the warmth of this sandstone floor. And this is just the showstopper. It is so wonderful to walk over, and it just elevates these interiors to a whole new level. But not only that, not only the sandstone, but look at these windows. I mean, you have such a wonderful view through there as well. And then not only have you got the greenery outside, but the greenery inside. There is jungles everywhere in this home, which I love. You know I love a good indoor jungle. So this, the spotted gum, so I really love this treatment. So this is essentially our kitchen, come office, come dining area as well. So let me show you around the other side. So this is actually very simple. So it's just a step down, but what this means is that on this side, I can be standing here in the prep area of the kitchen and talking at a really comfortable eye level to someone sitting on the other side, whether they're in the office or that dining space. So it's just one step down, this sunken kitchen, but it means that you step up into the rest of the home. Clever details. They've also got joinery here for some storage. They've got a pantry there as well. I mean, it is a small, very simple layout, but they've been very clever in the way that they've treated it. Like, this is just a antique piece that is acting as the divider to the bedroom area. And not only that, it's softened beautifully by this greenery. So this is our bedroom space, which is currently occupied by Frankie and Rosie. Hello. This is their home and they're very comfortable. Maybe they're just a little bit camera shy as well. But I love this feeling in this bedroom. Again, it is just surrounded by greenery. Look at this monstera. Look at the size of this guy, and even come into this and look close up, because this guy is so happy here with all of this light coming in. He's actually starting to attach himself to this home. So they actually have had to sort of claw him off the OSB. They're going to need to keep doing that. This one's going to become part of the family very soon. But I want to show you this door. So this leads out to the side of the house. But not only that, it's got a tilt turn, so that can be open all day and allow a lot of wonderful airflow, a lot of that ventilation to come through the space. Through here, behind our bedroom area, we also have a small bathroom, which is very neatly tucked away here. I like the way this feels. It's got a very Japanese onsen vibe. You've got this dappled frosted glass. You've got blue tiled stone in here with this kind of timber decking in the shower. There really just is a wonderful feeling in here. Beautiful materials, even just the finishes of the fixtures and fittings, this aged brass down here with that handmade ceramic basin. It just feels incredibly lush. I want to open up these doors and get a sense of what this looks like from the outside. How'd you pop? I love the way this sits with its environment. It's so incredibly comfortable. I mean, it's so raw, but it's not raw on the inside. It's so premium and lush on the inside, but it does still feel part of nature. Time to pop inside. I'm gonna grab a drink. And then let's talk about this home in a little bit more detail. Okay, so Casa Acton is a movable 53 square metre bush dwelling in Hobart. It was designed and built by Josh FitzGerald, who's actually one of the founding directors at Archier, and it was done in collaboration with his partner, Millie. And what I love most about this build is that it is a very simple build in its essence. You know, it has this SIPS construction, so these structurally insulated panels. So that's that OSB that you see all over the walls and the ceilings. They've kept the original raw markings. It's very raw. Actually, raw is a word that Josh uses to describe this home, and he couldn't be more right. It's just part of this raw environment. It's part of its nature. So I love the fact that he hasn't actually painted over that OSB at all. He's just left it natural, and there's a beautiful warmth in that, which plays wonderfully to this just sensational sandstone floor. This is the showstopper. I almost feel like, because it is such a simple layout and design, the fact that Josh brought in this sandstone, it is totally the hero, and it just elevates the entire interiors, and it just takes it to a different level. And again, it has that amazing connectivity to its environment, because you feel like you're just part of this space and the bush. These sandstones were actually laid by Josh himself. I mean, he built this place himself, and I am so impressed by that. It really did influence a lot of the design decisions in terms of creating something that was quite simple. But when it came to the sandstone, it did take 9 months. 9 months of labor to actually get this floor down. And there was a little bit of trial and error in there. He did say it took a little bit of work to really kind of figure out the flow and how to kind of lay stone. But there is a lot of love and a lot of labor that has gone into this space. In order to really maximize this smaller space, it really does come down to this very clever treatment. The actual practical side of the kitchen is actually a step down from the rest of this open plan layout. And what that means is that you can be standing, you can be prepping and working in the kitchen, and you're still at a comfortable eye line to someone here where I'm sitting. I'm able to sit up either at the office or in this dining space and talk comfortably to whoever's standing on that side of the room. It's essentially just like one design concept which acts in such different ways, and it's all about having a bit more of that freedom, especially when you are in this sort of smaller space. So one object, 3 uses. In fact, 4, because it even serves as storage as well. There's also clever and simple separation with that bedroom area. It is very simple. It's essentially this antique piece of furniture and plants. That is literally all that's acting as a divider from that sleeping quarters into the rest of the home. I love that it's open plan, and it's very much been designed with that in mind. Josh and his partner Millie, they both inhabit these two different spaces. So they want them to interconnect, but they also need to have some level of privacy and separate spaces as well. Tucked in behind that bedroom is that small but very lush and plush bathroom. It has that wonderful mirror box effect. You are literally flanked by greenery. You've got that monstera coming up from the floor inside, but you can also see the dappled greenery coming through that frosted glass. It's just a wonderful sense of tranquility in there. It has a very kind of onsen spa sort of feel. There's a shower, there's a toilet with that very dark stone and that timber decking, which I really like. It always gives a wonderful sense of the outdoors, you know, bringing a feel of that timber decking into the inside of your shower. The bathroom floor and the walls are all clad with dark slate tiles, and the low-lying island bench in the kitchen is this spotted dark gum with matte black cabinets and powder-coated steel legs. And so that kind of creates this farmhouse dining table feel more than a dominating island bench. So this is a very sustainable home. It is a smaller footprint, and it has these full floor to ceiling windows that are north facing. So not only do these look great, but they are also very practical as well. They are getting in a lot of wonderful light, which is in turn helping to sort of heat up these sandstones. So that's that thermal mass that's really kind of trapping a lot of that light that's coming through, and that can maintain a lot of that heat. So the choice in materials and the fact that it has been well built means that it has reduced its need for heating and cooling almost to zero. And given that it's movable, that's probably the biggest energy saving part of this home, because they don't have to build again, and it could literally be transported to an entirely different space. So if they were to purchase property in a different area, they don't have to start from scratch again. They could literally lift this up and move it. The crazy plant lady inside of me literally freaked out when I walked inside this home, because there are so many indoor plants and they are just so beautiful. They are really happy in this home. There is so much light for them to take in, and in fact that monstera behind me is a monster. He is literally trying to attach itself to the walls. So that's something they just need to watch out for, because if they end up letting it go anymore, that will become just a permanent fixture of this home. It kind of helps to zone. It's quite minimal in terms of what is actually in here in terms of decor. There's no rug, there's no sofa. So those plants actually help act as the decor in this space, because they do add that personality and softness. I personally found this home, Casa Acton, incredibly inspiring, because it basically is just a really clever piece of architecture. It's very simple, and it knew what it wanted to create, and it was all about being smart with the budget that was available. And I think always when you're kind of working to a budget and you have these cost restraints, it makes you be creative, and it makes you really think about what you are actually choosing to spend your money on. And so sometimes it's those projects that have a smaller budget that kind of always make my heart sing, because there is just that little element of something else. It has a lot of love in it, because often there's a lot of labor that's gone into it from the owner themselves. So this home, whilst it is simple in its design, it's more than generous in its finishes. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this home tour as much as I enjoyed showing you through. I would love to know what you thought, so leave me a comment below, and be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube, because we've got plenty more home tours coming your way. Hey guys, Lucy here from Hunting for George. Today I am in... It was a Tasmanian tiger. Spotted in the wild. Okay. Okay.